Hello, friends. Welcome to our first chair yoga class. Take a moment to get settled into a comfy chair in seated mountain pose. So you'll see here, I have myself backed into the chair completely, knees hip width, feet hip width, facing forward. A nice tall spine if the back of the chair supports you in resting your back into it without slouching, you can do that. Or you want to be sitting nice and tall like you would be kneeling or cross-legged on the ground or on a prop. And of course, begin that mindful breath. So good, so yummy. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Continuing the breath with the hands at heart center. Set your intention or your prayers for the practice. Steady breath, settling into the heart, the center, focus of our practice. So good to see you. Let's begin with some movement, very simple. Extend the arms, drop the chin to the chest, and then over to one side, back to center, and to the other side. And let's just do this a few more times. Continuing to rise up tall through the spine. So you find some very subtle, very gentle movement into the neck. If it works for you, you can find some gentle half circles, or maybe even some full circles. The head and neck, keeping the heads of the shoulders rolling back. Notice here I'm extending the arms towards the earth. Yeah, do what feels good. Follow your bliss on the mat or in the chair and off the mat in life as well. How about some bigger movements down into the shoulders? So one breath per roll, inhaling forward, up, and exhaling down and back. Reversing that action. Start to feel into the chest and upper back, maybe into the side body a bit. Nice. And starting to roll out the wrists, work into the hands. Put some movement into the elbows, rotating, playing, opening it up a little more. Find your space. Expand with the breath overhead and exhaling down. Few big juicy sun breaths here, just like on the mat. We can do so much in the chair that we can do in the mat. It's really cool. Nice. Hands back to the legs. Let's extend one leg at a time. I don't care which side you start with. Roll out the ankle. Open the back side of your legs. A little strengthening in the front of the legs here. And just always be tuned into the breath and the posture, that spinal alignment. Let's play with the movement a little differently. Just walking the legs out, extensions, one at a time. And you'll notice here I'm really keeping with the breath in the movement. And coming right back to that home plate of a 90-degree angle in the legs. Seated Tadasana, mountain pose. Lovely. And let's start to take it a little forward. So lift the heart, hinge at the hips, start to slide on down into a forward fold. So seated Uttanasana. And round back up the spine. Find yourself tall here. Maybe play with it again. Lengthening from the seat, from the hip creases and the low back. Rolling up. And how about one more? Feels so good. Back to that tall seated position. Take the legs wide and nestle on down again. Let's hang out here. Shake out your head. It's okay if your fingertips don't reach the ground. Work with your body right where it's at. You notice here I'm playing, pressing my palms a little closer to the earth so my body responds to the breath. How about this gorgeous setting? I'm in San Antonio, Texas here, playing by the pool. Nice. Hands to the thighs. This time press up with a flatter back. Feel a little of that strength in your arms. Come back to your seated mountain and shift it forward. So I'm moving my sit bones out to the edge of the chair. Still with that foundation in the legs, I'm going to move into cat-cow breaths. So rippling through the spine, arching and rounding. Really get a sense of your pelvis here. So see how it's rocking forward and back. And you can even place your hands like I've done here to deepen your awareness of this part of the body. Such a crucial part of our movement is that pelvic region, and energetically too, that Shakti center. Nice. And try some sun breaths here. Really lengthening the spine. In fact, it's taken into some side bends. So really stay rooted in your feet. Lengthening. Engaging the arms. Chin down and moving back slightly. Take it over to one side on the exhalation. That bottom arm will want to bend a little, try to keep it strong. Nice. See how stable my lower body is? Finding that flow, side to side a few times. The birds behind me swooping in to get water from the pool. Let's take the arms forward and lean back with that neutral spine. Keep the heart lifted. Hinge back to engage your core. And then shift a little forward. So again, stable base. Play with drawing the belly in, staying tall, and reaching forward. So a little bit of abdominal strengthening here. Exhaling back, inhaling forward. Nice. Take the arms overhead again and release. Hands to the shoulders. Let's twist a bit. So turning at the waistline. It won't be a very big range of motion. Isolate the third chakra center. Twisting there. Again, keeping that stable base. Preaching it to you. It's an inhale through center and an exhale into the twist. Lovely. Reach up, extend, keep growing that spine, and let's take a big twist to one side. Find a good place for that back arm to hang out and hold the twist here. Can press against that opposite knee slightly. Notice I'm realigning. The pelvis facing forward. And breathe. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. And settle in. Notice I'm turning my chin towards that back shoulder. Keep the heart shining. Nice. Bring it up to come out and forward fold to release. Let's flow with it this time. Keeping a flatter back as you come down and up. Inhaling tall. Exhaling, let's pull that right knee into the chest. So seated Apanasana, knee to chest pose. Maybe move the foot around or just keep it flexing. Now float this leg, open it to the side and back to center just 3 times with the breath. Now we'll do a little rotation action. See how much range of motion you can get. Circling out that hip joint. So important to keep the hip joint happy. Nice. And we'll set up here for a little bit of a pigeon stretch in the chair. You can start just at the ankle, kind of lean forward, let that right knee fall out to the side. You could straighten the left leg a little, bring the right ankle up, see how that feels. Maybe even hinge forward. Or if it's okay for your body to go deep with having that left leg bent completely in our seated mountain, and maybe even hinging forward a bit. I'm not bearing any weight down, but I'm just hinging forward and resting my forearms there to deepen the hip stretch. So many ways to do pigeon pose in the chair or on the mat. Nice. Come on up and out. Let's take a big sun breath with that forward fold. Pausing for a moment and rising up. Let's do the other side. Left leg into the chest. Oh yeah. Hug it in. Stay long and tall through the heart. Keep smiling. I'm having so much fun. Let's go to those hip openers. So much fun creating these videos with all of you in mind. I hope they meet your needs. I hope you have fun with them. Circle it out. And take your time. Feel out what version of that seated pigeon you want to work with on this side. So again, just kind of showing you the options. Keeping that left foot flexed. It really isolates the hip joint for the stretch. I tend to be a little tighter on my left side. So you notice that knee's a little higher. So I'm not going to lean forward on it. I'm just going to sit tall. I'm going to give it some love. Maybe a little hinge. Looking good. And taking your time to come out, bringing it tall again, folding it over, and rising up, folding again. One more time. Great little flow there. Take the knees wide and dip to the midline with one shoulder at a time. So another version of a twist, and this is a lovely, lovely shoulder stretch. Really get deep into the side body. And then hang out once more. That seated wide leg forward fold in the chair. Sway it out. Play with your ponytail if you got one. Maybe walk the hands out. Find your release. Roll up when you're ready. 5-pointed star in the chair. I'm always going to work it in. And heel toe your feet together. Scoot on back into your chair again. And even more so than when we started our centering, go ahead and relax back into your chair. If you want, you can even relax your feet from that mountain pose position. Just don't want to get into too much of a slouch. This is our seated savasana, or relaxation pose. And you'll notice here I folded my hands in what we call dhyana mudra. Dhyana means meditation. And of course, meditation is the purpose of our physical practice. Get the body and the mind aligned so that we're empowered to sit in that stillness, in that sweet surrender, courageously entering Ashaya, the abode of the heart, where all our questions are answered through surrender, through deep listening, through simply being. You are a sacred being. You are enough. Just breathe. Taking your time to close with hands at heart center, honoring the light within each other and in ourselves. Namaste. Much love. Thank you.